Get out! It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Thursday afternoon, September 22nd, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I your 12 noon news headlines. Top three at the noontime hour on this Thursday afternoon is shot in North Carolina after violent protest raged for the second night in Charlotte with a police shooting a black man. The city's police chief told reporters that Thursday that he has no intention of releasing dashcam videos by Keith Lamont Scott. Donald Trump doubled on his call for implementation of stop and frisk on Thursday, but only in Chicago. The Republican presidential nominee suggested a controversial stop and frisk policy that mandates violent crime in America's inner cities. It's harder to beat the cat at the University of Oxford in the world of English-speaking academia with history traced to the 12th century even a few years earlier. The venerable institution counts among its online report from John Dorn. Pirate warplanes mounted the heaviest airstrikes in minutes against the rebel districts in the city of Aleppo on overnight as a registered government spread the U.S. A 6-year-old boy from New York is one to respect U.S. President Barack Obama and the dozens of others after he offered to take an armed during against a little boy who was injured after his home in Aleppo, Syria was bombed. Colin Kaepernick's protest during the national anthem has inspired conversation between and beyond the world of sports. Researchers checked the seismic waves that were measured in South Korea and an earthquake and volcano division on September 9th as the curve of North Korea's nuclear program fall on the money. New York will also be easier to liberate from ISIS than ever. Cities then have already been recaptured by the Iraq military. Iraq Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi predicts a Turkish army to take its senior Syrian border to Turkey on September 3rd, 2016. Citizen tanks have entered the Syria score Bunny district as the part of the Afghani shield to operate 8 Syrian rebels against the Islamic State group. Altamante, Colombia, of all the strange sights of the government this week to mark the end of Fakril's half-century war, none was more than surreal. Then the search today followed in the evening. Ex-former aide charged in federal corruption inquiry. Libertarian presidential candidate Gary Johnson, a friendly guy, seems pretty motivated to take the economy. That's what trying to balance the budget all it wants to do. Commissioner admits there was never to stop someone under order from releasing returns such as Donald Trump. St. Louis in an election and will control the Senate. The state Republicans were counting on winning the GOP-friendly Missouri and said they're suddenly plunging millions into the state to save incumbent Senator Roy Blunt from a young challenger. So, North Korea threatened to liberate Seoul with a hydrogen bomb. Brazil's foreign minister Gato Manteiga was arrested allegedly over precedent construction contracts linked to the Petrobras bribery scandal. Kabul, Afghanistan. The Afghan government and the militant Islamic group Hezbollah signed a preliminary peace agreement. New York Shinzo Abe requested a cooperation from Iran on North Korea. Zamboanga City, Philippines, an Indonesian man who had been captured by Abu Sayyaf, the militant Islamic group based in the Philippines, had been freed, the army reported. Caracas, Venezuela's electoral agency on Wednesday kept a recall referendum process template that could keep Nicolas Maduro's social party in power until 2018. Washington. The Pentagon on Thursday said U.S. Navy member Devin M. Falcon died from a non-combat incident while supporting an operation against the Islamic State. San Francisco, Facebook Incorporated CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, Dr. Phyllis Chan, announced a $3 billion commitment to technology to fight disease. Austin, Texas. Texas officials believe the federal refugee resettlement program cited security concerns in the state get a more fair examination of refugees. Braintree, Massachusetts. Massachusetts police chief, whose department has been embroiled in a scandal about the theft of guns, cash, and drugs in its evidence room, has been down to retirement. Braintree Chief Russell Jenkins, in a letter to the mayor, said he will retire effective October 7th after 33 years with the department the last 4 as chief. Mayor Joseph Sullivan on Thursday accepted resignation. Concord, Massachusetts, found in the namesake that Jake Osband is facing drunken driving charges in Massachusetts. New York, the latest insider trading charged by U.S. security regulators placed a welcome spotlight on Billionaire Leon Cooperman in the summer of a Bronx Palmer who was to become one of the most gifted stock pickers in a generation. Tesla is suing in the state of Michigan federal court and hopes of reversing law that prevents the automaker from selling its electric cars line. Copenhagen, the world's biggest shipping firm, AP Musk, said a new course on Thursday that will see the $30 billion firm bulk up its transport business while seeking alliances of a separate listing for its energy operation. Sao Paulo, Brazilian businessman Elke Batista paid bribes of $2.35 million to the presidential campaign of former President Dilma Rousseff, the prosecutor said on Thursday, making that fallen billionaire latest high-profile figure to be impacted. Washington Lockheed Martin Space Systems have been awarded a $395 million U.S. Air Force contract modifications, GPS-3 space vehicles 9 and 10. Washington Raytheon has been awarded a $254 million U.S. Navy contract for the work on the Joint Precision Approach and Landing System. Washington Staff of Defense and Security USA has been received a $38 million U.S. Navy contract to provide the ANISPN-50 at shipboard air traffic radar. New York crude oil prices moving higher in early Thursday trading after a strong Labor Day from the United States lent support to the possible rate hike later this year. Now, also Norway. The Central Bank for the oil-rich economy in Norway said Thursday was keeping the key policy rate unchanged, reflecting a steady level for crude oil prices. Taylor stocks now. Up 150.8 points at 18,049.58. SP 500 up 12.48 at 2135.16 and Nasdaq 35.85 at 3331.04. Humanity was born in Africa, but 7 point many ancestors left, with that question of when and how they would bid farewell to continent remains a subject of some debate. Mass exodus occurred roughly around 60,000 years ago, according to DNA fossil. A composite image depleted virtual and rapidly and Jedi score. Presented the European Space Agency covered the report by the NASA contributions seen and dated artist rendering. New research shows that all present-day non-Africans can trace their origins to a single wave of migrants who left Africa 72,000 years ago, and indigenous Australians and Papuans that descended directly from the first people to inhabit. A poultry operation in Egypt as good hygiene on farms could help stem the rise of AMR due to over-reliance on antimicrobials. There will always be a diet that satisfied to the departments that deliver speedy results. In a world where Kathy Miller, the county chairman of Donald Trump's presidential Capitol Hall, claims that Black Lives Matter is a stupid way to stand and a low turnout among black voters could be because of the way they're being raised. Hillary and Donald Trump offered vastly different proposals Wednesday to change police practice and follow fatal shootings of African American men in Oklahoma and North Carolina. Bobby Knight thinks that Donald Trump is the best answer America needs to solve its problems. Take a look at New England and its alerts. Springfield, Massachusetts at 91 South, 4-car motor accident with possible PI. Traffic was backed up. And now, look at your sports at 12:07, where the Red Sox will be taking on the Baltimore Orioles, that they will go for the sweep of the O's in the finale of a 4-game series at Camden Yards, while the New England Patriots will be at Gillette Stadium at 8:25 p.m. taking on the Houston Texans. And the North Lancers boys soccer team will be taking on the Mills Mohawks at North Haskell game time, 3:30 p.m. The Patriots have listed Jimmy Garoppolo's stuff for Thursday, and its game against Texans in the category of reverse for 2016 puts ability in a fairly wide range of 49.9% to 0.1%. Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White, as part of his players, up kneeling in the solidarity during the national anthem part of Tuesday's game. ESPN's David Newton reported Thursday morning that Carolina Panthers officials are meeting to discuss security plans for Sunday's home game against the Minnesota Vikings and other protests that have rocked the city recent days. A built full of bills out. Or two of the things are already around for Rex Brown squad. The Arizona Cardinals 1-1 and look like they've been one of the best teams in football. Peter Childers at 12:08 p.m. on this Thursday afternoon. It's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep beep! Let's have your MTA with us. Very Zale. Looking good on the subway system. It's looking good. And on the commuter rail, normal boarding resumed the south after West Concord Station. And shuttle bus will place frequent line service between North Leominster and Pittsburgh on Thursday and Friday. Please board all Freeman Whistle Line trains in the bound for opposite Wellesley Farm Front Freeman stations today. Please board Franklin train 718 on lower level platform of Franklin Branch side at Refill Station until further notice. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, highways and byways of New England this Thursday afternoon. Take a look at Connecticut 95 to southbound side, back after 8 and 25 in Bridgeport. 95 on the northbound side is back on Old Saybrook. 84 westbound side is back to Interstate 91 in Northford. Mass Pioneer change to 91 in Chicopee. It's a little slow. Mass Pioneer change with 293.95 at Auburn. It's a little slow. 146 to the southbound side is slow around Route 95 in Providence. Route 24 to the northbound side back on Fall River Stretch. Around Route 79 the northbound side slow around 195 at Fall River. Route 3 and northbound side back on the Bosch Street all the way out to Route 53 in Hanover. Mass Pike eastbound side, back on the Austin Brad tolls. Route 1 on the northbound side, it is backed up around the river stretch. Route 3 and 120, slow around the Burlington stretch. 93 on the northbound side, backed up around the North Vandover stretch. 93 on the northbound side, backed up around 89, Concord, New Hampshire. Main Turnpike southbound side is backed up around 202 out in Gray, Maine. 93 the southbound side is backed around Lincoln, New Hampshire, and 89 southbound side is backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont, and 87 the southbound side is also around Route 11 up in Champlain, New York, after the Canadian border. Peter Chell News, Brazil, 12:10 on this Thursday afternoon, and it's time now for a weather report. Latest on the tropics, latest on call. It's cell location 25.0 to the north, 62.3 to the west. Master state was at 35 miles an hour. Movement northwest at 17 miles an hour. And call still tropical depression. Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter. Aircraft should be investigated this afternoon as bring me a weather service to the tropical storm watch for Bermuda. And also watch me that tropical storm conditions are possible with a watch area. In this case, with the next 36 to 40 hours. For some information specific to your area, please monitor the products issued by local and national meteorological service. At 11 a.m., the center of tropical depression call will locate in latitude 25.2 to the north, latitude 62.3 to the west. Calls moving toward the northwest near 17 miles an hour. Turning toward the north with a decrease in force speed is expected on Friday, followed by acceleration toward the northeast on Saturday. On forecast track, the center call is expected to pass near or to the east of Birmingham Friday night and Saturday. Max steam was under 35 miles per hour. Guess that some stream in this forecast during the next 4 hours. Estimated minimum center pressure 1,007 millibars at 29.84 inches. Wind tropical conditions are plus 1 Birmingham by Friday evening. Rainfall car expected to produce total rate accumulation 1 to 3 inches over Birmingham for Saturday and early Sunday. Surf swells enjoyed by car are already affected by Bermuda are expected to be increased during the next couple of days. These swells are likely to cause light threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consider some products for your local weather office. Latest on Thompson Lisa. Cell location 20.0 to the north, 34.0 to the north. Master scene was at 50 miles an hour. Nope, moment northwest at 7 miles an hour. Lisa moment in the northwest over the eastern Atlantic. The coast watch border is affected at 11 a.m. The center of Thompson Lisa was located in latitude 20.0 to the north, longitude 34.0 to the west. Lisa is moving toward the northwest near 7 miles an hour. This motion is expected to continue for Saturday. Max scene was at near 50 miles an hour. Our guess, wind is forecast to be during the next day or two. At least expected to weaken into a tropical depression on Saturday. Transport enforcement state weather 75 miles. Mainly in the north and east of the center. Estimated center pressure is 999 millibars to 3.5 inches. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. This afternoon, sun's got about 85 degrees. Light of wind McKibben, San Fran, 6 miles in the afternoon. Tonight, most coast got about 55 degrees. South about 5 miles coming to 18. Friday, most south coming 83 degrees. Light southwest wind increase to 5 to 9 miles in the morning. Friday night, chance of showers, thunderstorms. Most clouds coming about 50 degrees. Let northeast to about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Just reaches 40%. No rain amounts to less than 10 minutes to high amounts possible thunderstorms. For Saturday, most clouds coming at 68 degrees. North about 5 to 7 miles an hour. For Saturday night, most coast come at 42 degrees. Sunday, most coast come at 66 about 41 degrees. Monday, Saturday, most coast come at 66 about 43 degrees. Tuesday, most of the Sunday podcast come at 69 about 46 degrees. For Wednesday, most of the come at 73 degrees. Currently, not near it is a fair skies, and it's 87 degrees with a humidity of 38%. And that is going to be it by the Peter Gentle. New news report on this September 22nd to 2069 on Thursday. I'm Bruce. Hope you have a good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope you have a good day.